Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the interrupt controller IC 8259 IC, and here you can see the pin diagram of 8259 IC. Basically this is a 28 pin IC, and this diagram is just showing the different pins of 8259A. Here numbers are not shown. Basic and This is basically 28 pin IC. And if we talk about interfacing of interrupt controller IC with 8086, then we will use 8259A IC. This IC will be interfaced with the 8086 microprocessor. Earlier 8259 IC is used with 8085 microprocessor, but for 8086 we have to use 8259 AIC, and this is compatible with both 8-bit as well as 16-bit microprocessor. Earlier version of 8259 IC is compatible with only say 8-bit microprocessor, but this one is compatible with both 8-bit as well as 16-bit microprocessor. So here these are the various signals or pins available in 8259 IC. So here you can see IRQ signal, IRQ0, IRQ1, IRQ2, IRQ3, IRQ4 up to 7. What are these signals? These signals are interrupt request. These are all these IRs, IRQ0 to IRQ7, all these are the interrupt request. And here you can see the arrow is pointing towards the IC. What does it mean? It means these pins will act as input to accept interrupt request to the CPU. It means here all these requests act as a input to this 8259A programmable interrupt controller. And an interrupt service is requested by raising an IR pin from low to high state. Initially, this IRQ pin is input at this pin is low. When this pin is high, if high signal is given, if there is a transition from low to high at this pin, it means this pin is get activated or interrupt services requested. So these IRQ are the interrupt request. Now here INT. What is INT? This is the interrupt, and this pin goes high whenever a valid interrupt request is asserted. And this is used to interrupt the CPU and connected to the interrupt input of the CPU. Means here you can see the direction of arrow. This is pointing toward outside from 8259 to CPU. So this pin of 8259A programmable interrupt controller is connected with the interrupt pin of CPU or processor, any processor. Now next, let me clear all these. Now next, this is 8-bit data bus, and you can see this is bidirectional. This 8-bit data bus is bidirectional, and it carry 8-bit data. How much data? 8-bit data, either to control word or from a stated word register. So it will carry the data. Now again, there is a read write signal, and these two signals are active low signals. Means these signals are activated when the input at this pin is 0. Now next is CS. CS means chip select. CS means chip select. And this is also active low input. Now here A0. What is this A0? This is for address. Now there is SP and EN. These two are also active low signal, but this pin is serving dual purpose. This particular pin is serving dual purpose. When the chip is in buffered mode, then it can be used as buffer enable to control buffer transceiver. And if this is not used in buffer mode, then the pin is used as whether it is acting as a master or it is acting as a slave. In master slave combination, then this pin is used. So either in buffer mode or in master slave mode. So these are the different pins of 8-bit. This is 8-bit data bus. This is read, write, chip select, address, INT pointing towards the CPU, connected to the interrupt signal of CPU. This is interrupt acknowledgement. This is active low signal. Again, these two are active low signals and performing dual purpose, either in buffer mode or master slave. And all these are the interrupt request ping. So with this, and now how these interrupt requests are generated, how these interrupt acknowledges generated, what are the control word format, or all these things will be discussed in next lecture. In brief, there are different registers and units inside this IC which are responsible for the working of this 8259 programmable interrupt, such as interrupt request register, priority encoder, priority register, in-service register, data bus buffer, read-write logic, interrupt mask register, control logic. All these things are present inside this IC. So in next lecture, we will see the detailed architecture of this 8259A IC. Here A means this is compatible with both 8-bit as well as 16-bit. If here on if you have on 8259 IC, then you can't use that IC with the 16-bit microprocessor like 8086. This can be compatible with only 8085 microprocessor. This is the advanced version. So thank you and have a nice day.